First healthy swap you can make today is, instead of purchasing commercial nut milk, you can either make your own at home, which is very, very simple. I make our own nut milk all the time at home. If you do not have the time to make your own nut milk, I totally understand. There are healthier options out there at different price points now, which I think it's a beautiful thing to see. I'm happy that some brands are catching on and listening to their consumers, because a lot of us don't want to purchase nut milks or anything that has like weird ingredients such as natural flavors, gums. A lot of these things can cause addiction, it can cause gut issues, it can cause a lot of inflammation in our bodies, unnecessary inflammation. Like I said, there are healthier options. I believe Khalifa just came out with their updated almond, I think it's either almond milk or oat milk, and it's just 3 ingredients, which is just water, almond, and sea salt, or water, oats, and sea salt. Like I said before, if you want to make it at home, there are so many simple recipes on YouTube, on Pinterest, but you can go with what you like. Making your own nut milk at home is very versatile. So if you don't like it a little savory, you don't have to add the sea salt in it. You can have a little bit of agave in it, or maple syrup, or honey. The choice is yours when you make it at home. And the best thing about it is not only are you saving money, saving time because you don't have to go to the store, but you're also creating a healthier routine for yourself and your family. Commercial laundry soap, I'm talking Tide, Gain. I don't even know the rest of the brands, but these are the 2 brands that I was very familiar with for the longest time. These brands have a lot of weird chemicals that our bodies tend to react in a bad way with them. Now, I'm not a doctor or a scientist. When I was using Tide, Gain, I was breaking out a lot. I also have psoriasis, and I noticed that those type of commercial laundry soaps was causing flare-ups with my psoriasis. The minute I switched to a cleaner laundry soap, again, you can make your own or you can purchase a cleaner one. I decided to purchase a cleaner laundry soap. I'm not a DIY type of girl when it comes to everything. I just prefer to purchase a cleaner brand, and it has been going amazing. Our clothes have never looked so clean. The smell is natural. It's not overpowering like all the other commercial soaps out there. I feel like when it comes to Tide, when it comes to those type of laundry detergents, they rely so much on the smell, which gets you hooked. It's like, oh, this one smells so good, I want this one. That's what people go for the most, and they know that. As a company, they know that. It's a business. They kind of mask all of those bad chemicals in that product with this amazing smell, and you're kind of like hypnotized. Like, oh, my clothes smell so good, but I don't know why my skin is like acting up. It's most likely due to your laundry soap. So check what's in your laundry soap, what's really in there. That's what I started to do. And also another thing when it comes to Tide and Gain, especially like the Tide Pods and stuff, I noticed that like my clothes had a film on them. I noticed that with us, and I was wondering like, what were they putting in the Tide Pods to make our clothes have, it was like a film on our clothes where I could go like this, scrape it, and it would be like residue from like the pod or something. Again, I washed everything correctly. I followed the instructions for years. I noticed that my clothes had a lot of it felt like goopiness on my clothes, like greasiness. Once when we switched over to a cleaner laundry soap, I don't deal with that anymore. And I love how softer my clothes are, and how the smell isn't overpowering, especially for someone like myself that has a very sensitive nose. I get headaches fairly easy when it comes to strong scents. That's why I do not own any perfumes. We do not use any house sprays, room sprays. I just get super nauseous and kind of dizzy with a lot of fragrance. And that's what I was dealing with when it came to the commercial laundry soaps. I would just suck it up because I thought like, well, this is what everyone uses, I might as well use it too. But I didn't know that how harmful it was. Like I said, there is cleaner options. I'll link the one that I use down below. There's also a unscented version if you prefer that. I like to use the, I think it's called Magnolia scent. Again, very, very light. And I really like this brand. I think it's called Ecos Plant Powered. They're very honest with what's in their products, their ingredients. Even if it's like a scientific name, they always have it in like parentheses on the side of what that is, like what that ingredient really is. So I just love the transparency, and I love that it's not harmful for me or my family. Another thing that leaves residue, and this is something that I hate, even when I was like living with my mom back in the day, or even other family members, I hated this one laundry product, and I never purchased it like when I moved out on my own because I hated it so much, and that is fabric softener. I think it's the stupidest product ever. Don't think it's worth purchasing because vinegar works just as well, if not better, and it is natural. And no, you're not going to get a vinegar smell on your clothes. It goes away, but your clothes will come out a lot softer. I guarantee you, if you do a test, your clothes will come out softer than using fabric softener. Fabric softener, again, leaves a film on your clothes. I think my mom still uses fabric softener, again, to each his own, but when I used to live with her, she would always tell me, like I'm talking about like when I was a kid, like 16, 17, we would go to the laundromat and she's like, Kira, don't forget to add fabric softener to the clothes. Me being a kid, I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. Because that was considered the norm because everybody was doing it. So when it was time to fold all of the clothes, my hands would get a film, like a greasy film. And no, I didn't use a lot. I just used what the directions said to use. Maybe I just noticed it and people didn't, but ever since then, I always hated fabric softener. And not to mention, you guys, a lot of fabric softener has, again, crappy ingredients. So make sure you're checking the ingredients in your fabric softener. If you like it, then sure, keep it. But I guarantee you guys, you will fall in love with the vinegar situation. It just works so well. I use it for our towels. Our towels can get a little on the rough side. We have 100% cotton towels, and when they come out the washer, when I wasn't using vinegar, I noticed that they were a little bit rough. So I use a cup of vinegar every time I wash our whites. Even when it comes to the blankets and the pillowcases, I use a cup of vinegar in the wash. I'll use our laundry soap and vinegar, and it works so well. Everything is like super soft without a tacky film on it. Am I perfect with this? No, but I try to eat as much salad as I can during the week, and I do need dressing every now and then when it comes to my salads. They can be a little bit plain, so I totally get how some of us need some type of sauce on it. And for a while we were using dressing that was at the stores filled with a bunch of BS that we didn't need. I feel like the biggest BS when it comes to dressing is the amount of oils that they add to it. Canola oil, vegetable oil, a lot of oils that can cause inflammation. So nowadays I just make my own. Again, there's so many recipes online. You can either make your own, or sometimes I get a little lazy and just add some coconut aminos to my salad and call it a day. Some coconut aminos or apple cider vinegar. Absolutely love those two together. It is so delicious and very healthy for you. So if you are a salad queen or king and you love dressing, try to make just one dressing on your own. I guarantee you, you will love how it tastes more than the dressing that you are eating from the store. And it gives you a little bit of encouragement to make a different kind of dressing. So that's what's been happening with me. I made one dressing. I think I started to make, the first dressing I made was like a lemon tahini with a little bit of parsley. And I chopped up the parsley, put some tahini and a little bit of lemon juice, shaked it up, and it tasted phenomenal. That just like opened the doors for me, and I was like, all right, this is so simple. I'm going to try to do this again. And now I have like a bunch of different recipes when it comes to the dressings that we use on our salads. We do not purchase store-bought dressings. We haven't in over a year now. So saves us money, saves me time. I don't have to run to the store constantly. I can just work with what we have. So I just talked about this, but I'm going to talk about it again because it's so important. This might not be for everybody that has a nut allergy, and I'm so sorry for that, but maybe they have other alternatives for you guys. But when it comes to soy sauce, we all know that it is extremely high in calories, sodium. Back in the day, I was obsessed with soy sauce. I think you can go back to my old videos and I had like, you know, a thing of soy sauce. I used to eat it all the time, and I remember waking up the next morning and my fingers looking like sausages, me being extremely bloated because of the high sodium that I ate the night before with the soy sauce. I found a better alternative, a healthier one, and that is coconut aminos. I love this particular brand. I'm not a fan of the other brands out there. I feel like every time I check the ingredients, they add some type of cane sugar, or they'll add some weird ingredient to the coconut aminos, and I think it's silly because coconut aminos is supposed to only have coconut sap. That's it. So this is the brand that I trust. It is a little on the pricey side, but you do not need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. Ever since I learned how bad this is, I just stopped it altogether. Oils, bad oils, canola oil, vegetable oil, soybean oil. There's a lot of weird things that go on in the grocery store that the packaging is obviously like, it's kind of like YouTube. The videos you guys watch is usually not due to the title of the video. It's usually due to the thumbnail. Most of the time, I would say like 98% of people click on a video on YouTube due to the thumbnail. And that's the same thing when it comes to the stores. People buy products due to the nice packaging. So do not believe the lies out there on the packaging. Turn that package over and check the ingredients. The only oils that we consume and we purchase in this household, it is expensive, but we are trying our best to stay as healthy as possible. And if that means spending a few extra dollars on healthier food, then we will do it. So the only oils that we keep are avocado oil and extra virgin olive oil. Careful for who you get these from as well, because there have been some companies faking or diluting their oils as well. Like they'll dilute it with a vegetable oil to extend the product. So be very, very careful, especially when it comes to extra virgin olive oil. There are a lot of shady companies out there. And the last thing is something that I used to talk about a lot and I do not mention anymore. I do not link these products anymore because I have grown up and realized that everybody is different, and that is vitamins. You got your bad vitamins. There are a lot of vitamins out there that are questionable, and then you do have your good brands out there that are reasonably priced and they're very honest and transparent with their ingredients. I'm not really talking about the ingredients though in this video. I'm talking about how important it is to get blood work done. I recently had a full panel when it came to my blood work. I wanted to see what was going on with my health ever since I've made all of these healthy lifestyle changes, and my blood work has never been this perfect. Everyone's body is different, whether you eat meat, whether you don't. Everyone's body is different. Everyone's body processes things differently. So it's not like vegans versus carnivores, keto versus that. Like it's nobody's versing each other. The best thing you can do is for yourself and your health, just go get blood work done from your doctor. See what you truly need. I also wanted to check my iron levels because I was known to be very low with iron back when I was a teenager, and my iron is perfect. Again, there was nothing high, nothing low. Everything was perfect. I think it's also because I've become, I should say, very passionate about eating healthier and making the right food choices for my body. Maybe because I am getting older and I'm realizing how important your health is compared to when I was younger. I didn't really care much. But now I do not mention the vitamins that I use because the vitamins that I use is what works for me. It might not work for you. And that's why I do not link my vitamins. I do not mention them anymore. I used to back in the day, and I used to take a lot of vitamins, unnecessary ones like collagen, omega, all of those vitamins that I did not need. It was pointless. So now I just take what I need due to my blood work, and I do blood work now once a year. I used to do it every 6 months when I was low in things, and now my doctor told me, like, let's just do this once a year. Your blood work is amazing, so I don't have to go back and forth. But anyways, I know I'm all over the place with this one. I just wanted to mention how important it is to not only check the ingredients of your vitamins, but check your blood work before purchasing any vitamin. I even tell my mom this. I always ask her, like, what vitamins are you on? She's like, oh, a daily women, a daily this. And I'm like, do you need all of those? Who told you that you need that? And again, she fell into the trap that I fell into. Oh, well, someone at work told me this brand is good and she takes it, and then this person takes this. Try to keep this mental note. If she's taking that vitamin, there's probably a reason why that person is taking a vitamin C. There's probably a reason why he is taking a vitamin B12. Let me not focus on the brand or the ingredients right now. Let me focus on what I truly need. So that's kind of like a light bulb that went off in my head. And I've talked to my doctor about all of the vitamins that I was taking, especially when it came to like those gummy, tasty vitamins. She was telling me how I didn't really need any of those in the first place because my levels were perfectly fine. So it was money wasted, and who knows what was even in those gummies at the end of the day. So now I just focus on what I need, and so should you.